pull any weeds, you lose your garden.
No!
Oh well. So you gonna start pulling weeds now?
There's no more weeds.
Well, next step is the little tomatoes. Good morning, Keith. Well, today's Saturday. Last video, I talked about a few things. So we got some news. I decided to buy a new bike. Didn't think I was going to get one this year, or didn't know if I was going to get this particular one, but we're going to go see what it's all about. Let's see what we got. 2022 KTM XCW for a newbie rider. I am so gonna get injured on the bike. I'm so glad I'm part of the 300 crew again.
How long do you think it's going to take for its first scratch?
Oh, instantly. This thing is way too polished up. They need to like unpolish it. It is actually it looks nice.
Yeah, get a good shot of that, because that's the last time it's going to look nice.
Doesn't have any dirt on it yet. No mud. So we're going to have to order a few parts. First things first, we're going to have to get a skid plate. We're going to change out the tires. I heard these TPIs, they're going to need a radiator fan. They run a little leaner, so probably going to have to cool it off. But we'll go try it out in the woods for a little bit. So today's project is to get this bike situated for my body weight. So we're going to adjust the suspension, we're going to adjust the levers, we're going to adjust the brake levers, clutch lever. Kind of go through the bike. We can't trust the dealers that much, I would say. So we're going to check out the air filter, we're going to check out the oil. I'm not even sure, they gave us a full tank of gas. I'm not even sure if they put oil in the reservoir yet. But man, this bike, it looks good. It's crazy how you spend so much money on a brand new dirt bike and you gotta spend more money just to get it up to you.
Just to get it, where you want it.
But
Alright, everybody's got different needs.
Everybody has different needs.
It's still something you can take in the woods and enjoy as is, but...
And I think I want to try out these. I've never tried out the flags before, but I think I'm gonna rock the flags instead of doing the full wraparound. Yeah, look at this. We gotta protect this part, it looks like. That looks very important. This looks like it's not gonna be made anymore in about 10 years. So that's how they're gonna make these throwaway bikes. We're running 1350 gearing, but we typically run 14 here. We're typically first, second gear riders. Slow woods. So first gear is really, it's unusable for us. So if we go up to the 14, we don't really have that much shifting anymore. So we might bump this up. I'm going to try to rock out the 13 to 50. And nothing great about these tires. They're rock hard. I mean, probably good for, hard pack, but not where we are. But I'll rock them for a little bit. Other than that, I think the only changes that they made this year was body color, and they did suspension upgrades. So forks have been like polished springs and better oil flow, supposedly. I don't really know. But I talked to the dealer. They're expecting that the 2023s are going to be the same model because they haven't updated the MX brand yet. So I just decided to grab it this year. And it's going to be a great bike. So when you buy a brand new KTM, it doesn't come with the manual anymore. So you got to download it and print it out. How many pages was this?
180?
187 pages, but it's all there. So just download it and we'll walk you through everything. The box of parts that it comes with, you get a box, you get some stickers, you get a toolkit. Looks like you get some covers for the levers and all that. You got a throttle tamer, so if you want to adjust the throttle input, I guess, just a cam. These parts, if anyone can comment below and tell me what this is. Let's see. It's a wash cap set. Yeah, so if anyone can tell me what this is, that'd be great. This little part looks like it's going to be carrying with me in the bag. They said if you run these bikes out of gas, you got to plug this in order to prime the system.
Yeah, it just runs the fuel pump.
Just runs the fuel pump. So that's going to be, don't lose it. The toolkit, let's take a look at the toolkit. Alright, so looks like your typical KTM toolkit. Heavy. So you got your Torx and all that, and a couple of sockets that you need. You got your rear axle, front axle. You got a 13, a 10, another 10, and a 7. So I think the 7 is for your spokes. The 10, I believe, the rounded 10, I believe that's for rim locks, I think. You got your little kit, your little tool again. And then you got your heavy duty pliers, which I'll probably end up taking these things out. I'll just replace them with something a little bit better. Alright, so a cool thing that we just found is KTM actually gives you a mark where to measure the sag now. I was going to actually mark it, but they already give you a line to measure to, which is really, really nice. It's on the driver's side, left side, or right side, however you're looking at the bike. I just call it driver. So, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so we just did the race sag. Bike comes pretty good for a 187 pound rider with all the gear on. I sit at probably 182 with gear on. So we did the math. It was sitting at 622. We had 502. They gave me a 120 millimeters of race sag, which is too much. KTM requires around 110, plus or minus 5, depending on what you like. I typically like to set it in the middle. So what we ended up doing is we took a 4 millimeter. We loosened up the clamp. We put it on the stand. I basically just rotated it with my hand and just turned this by hand. One full click, or one full revolution. And that gave us of a difference. One full revolution made us go from 120 to 109. So about 11 millimeters. So,
Give you a little wiggle room for a
yep,
little
so,
extra weight.
yeah, a little extra weight. So everything's set up in the rear. Now we gotta see what the preload is in the front. Alright, so we just looked at the preload for the forks. It actually doesn't really have too much, but basically it says, you just read it. Comfort is gonna be at 0, standard 0, sport is at 3. So, it should be all set. So we're going to leave everything in comfort. Clickers, we're going to go to comfort for compression and rebound, front and rear. We're going to start off with comfort because I kind of like it soft. So we're going to do that now. Alright, suspension's all set up. So we set everything to comfort. So we did a full turn in, and then we counterclockwise, 18 clicks for compression, 18 clicks for rebound. The rear shock, we did 18 clicks for compression, or I believe it's low speed compression. 18 clicks out for the rebound. I got on it. The rear still seemed like it was going down first when I was parallel with, when I was standing in my comfort area. So we just did one click on the low speed, and now the bike kind of is level with each other as I go down. So Keith's going to fire this thing up. He's going to do a lap and see what he thinks, because he rode it for, what, like?
0.2 miles.
0.2 miles. What are you thinking, Jackson?
It's good.
It's good.
Way better than before.
Way better, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we adjusted the levers. Tire pressure's good. Just seeing what KTM does with their air filters. It seems like it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and add my little layer of grease right there. And I'll just spray it up a little bit more. Then we should be fine on that. What do we got? We got Mikey Mike.
Look at that!
What's up?
Oh, man!
Man, look at that seat.
Oh, what, this whole thing?
Yeah, it's looking good. Is it for sale? Did you sell it?
It's for sale.
You want to come? You want to do some riding with us?
Possibly.
We're gonna bring out like a $11,300 dirt bike and kind of
I'm
do a
going
little
to.
torture test on it.
Let's see if we can fall down and scratch it up.
Oh, it will. Bike's all set though. We just gotta lube up the air filter a little bit and put some grease on it, and then bike's all done.
I don't think I've ever actually seen a brand spanking new bike like this.
How's it feel? What do you think? Does it feel kind of
I want to
weird?
get near it.
Oh, it feels good.
If,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go into the dump area and
Okay.
just see what it's all about.
Nice stuff. Forever.
No, that's hard rubber.
Is it?
Oh yeah, go touch that one and then touch Keith's bike. Where's his bike?
It's over here.
Go touch Keith's bike. What do you, I want to see. Keith has a true gummy tire on it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh wow,
I
like
just got excited.
yeah. I'm not that excited for riding rock hard tires, but it'll be fine. Alright, well, we just got back. We didn't do the dump, but we did the Tungsten Trail. Amazing time. A little muddy back there. Keith's bike definitely handled better with the tires. So yeah, I gotta learn how to ride without a reclose clutch. Stalled it 7 times. Dumped it 7, or no, twice. Not bad though. What do we do, about a half hour? I'm already wiped. Track riding is hard.
I took a turn riding your bike, and I found myself trying to be more careful. Like, it's brand new. I don't want to mess it up.
Track riding that's an art on itself. I feel like if you're gonna ride the woods, I feel like you gotta do a little bit of track riding to understand, to get into tighter turns and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
They're two totally different.
yeah, I mean your bike, we got the fatty front, which is he has Shenko's 525, the cheater up front. It's a 9100 big tire. I'm running stock tires on mine, 8100 in the front and 110. So I rode his bike, he rode my bike, and then we swapped. So some of the differences just between an 80, let's talk about the front tire. Biggest thing I noticed on the track was my bike turned in way better
Yes.
than yours.
Yes,
all
it did.
right?
That tire handled loose dirt and mud way better than I thought.
Yeah,
it was
but we
going to.
typically ride a lot of rocks and roots though.
Yeah.
I mean, so tires are a big thing on the type of riding that you're going to do. That's what I feel. The other, I mean, I would say, so when I jumped on your bike, the things that I noticed is yours has been modified a little bit, so your bars are a little bit more narrow. I actually like that for woods riding.
Yep.
I felt like I can actually turn your bike a little bit better, even with the front. I'm not saying like leaned in, but like it just felt like it had better. I wasn't like trying to leverage to turn the bike.
Better balance control.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt more connected with a more of a narrow bar. Your bike definitely vibrated a lot more.
Yeah, until I got on yours and compared it to mine, I couldn't really tell the difference because 2 strokes vibrate anyway.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
no, but yours was clearly smoother.
a lot smoother.
Whatever bushings they used and the counterbalancing in the motor, it definitely helped out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel any vibrations too much in the bars or anything.
No.
So
Bars and feet.
yeah, bars and feet was pretty good. But we only got like a half hour on it, so I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't really experienced the true nature of it. But the 1350, I got to change that. It's way too snappy.
Oh, the gearing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was good,
Yeah.
but I am nowhere near a good rider.
Yep.
That's going to get me in trouble pretty bad.
Yeah,
I feel like if I go to a 1450, it's going to help me slip the clutch, learn a little bit better clutch controls, which will be good. The suspension basically felt the same, I would say.
Yeah, after setting it up,
Yeah.
you know, for your weight.
But I feel like the suspension still needs to break in a little bit.
That and the seat's got to break in a little. Not
Yeah,
that you're on it much.
That
but
seat's rock hard, but they're always known for rock hard. Suspension setup, ergonomically, I felt everything was good, but we did notice that the pegs, my foot pegs are more slanted than his, I felt like.
Yeah,
They were
yours
cambered
have
up.
a taper to them.
Yeah, so when Keith got on the bike, he was like, oh.
Yeah,
I'm
my,
like,
my
yeah.
knees were closer to my chest on your bike than they are on mine. I'm
Okay.
like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. it ended up
Did you
being-
find out it wanted to push your legs into the tank a little bit? Because that's what I noticed. I hopped on my bike, and I used to be like, I didn't really squeeze the tank that bad.
Yeah.
But now this bike is actually making
Oh,
it
it's
where,
kinda
like,
promotes
when
it
I'm
too.
squeezing it in, it actually feels more comfortable now.
Yeah.
And when you squeeze the tank, it gives you less arm pump, which is good too.
Yep. Yeah, a lot better bike control for jumps.
Yeah. Fuel injection. Let's talk about fuel injection and carburetor.
Honestly, as far as the way the bike runs, idling and cold starting and everything, I didn't really notice much of a difference.
Speaking of that, the temperature right now is 80 degrees. It's like probably the perfect time to ride a bike.
Yeah.
But starting it's fine for right now. We don't know when it gets to cold weather. We're gonna figure that out. I mean, these are lithium batteries. Chances are it's just gonna be dead.
They don't hold up that well to the cold weather.
No, that's the only side.
And yours doesn't have an auxiliary kickstart either.
No, I don't have a Kickstarter, so I gotta spend a little bit of money if I want to Kickstart. Plus, you also have to add in a capacitor in order to kickstart this bike because of the fuel injection. The XC, you can actually kickstart that without a capacitor because it's already built in. But this one, you would actually have to still add a capacitor and a Kickstarter.
Interesting.
And I have a feeling KTM's probably gonna sell for like $500. So I'm not going to put one on unless I really need it.
Yeah.
We can always push start it if we need to.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I noticed so far between fuel injection and carburation is my bike just felt like it was just there, like
the power was on tap all the time.
on time. But it was more linear power though. That was the whole thing. Like I got on your bike and like it was like it's a little bit of a dog, but when you get into like. I mean, it can also be how your carburetor's set up.
I've got the yellow spring in that one too.
Yeah.
I don't have the red spring in it.
But like the whole thing, what I noticed with the carburetor is like when you want to give it, it like just dumps in fuel. Versus mine, I felt like mine was just like, it was just a smooth power all through. Like yours actually had like peak powers almost. I don't know how to explain it. But that's how I kind of noticed because I was going up to a jump, and I would like kind of get ready, get in it like set, and then I would go into turns, and when I was blipping into turns, like I would have like a slight bog, and then
a little bit of a delay.
Then it would just pull right out.
Yep.
Versus mine was just and like it was just there.
Yep.
But gearing is totally different though,
Yeah.
so I think we won't really know.
I've got the longer gearing.
Yeah, we won't know until I change to gearing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's a really good bike. But I would say though, if you're contemplating on like getting a brand new one versus 2000, Keith's 2016 carbureted. I would say if you're not racing, I don't know if it's really worth it.
Yeah, racers need the new bike every year because they're brand new. And but yeah, to buy a used one,
your average guy,
80, 100 hours on it is fine.
He bought his with 30 hours on it for like $6,700. We bought it off from him. We got a pretty good price tag. I just bought mine. It was like 11.3. And I just lost $2,000 now.
Just by riding.
That half hour that I just rode, that cost $2,000 to ride that track a little bit. It's gone.
It's all right.
It's fine. But other than that, it's pretty good. First impression is really good. We're gonna go ride the dump. Don't have any GoPro footage today though.
Nothing to see.
Nothing to see. It's the same story. You guys can just watch a couple videos back and see what the dump is all about. I would say though, if you're a racer or like you don't have kids and you don't have a wife, like me, go ahead, spend the money. If you got kids and wife, I would say getting a used 300 is nothing's wrong with it.
It's not much different. It is different, but it's not enough to justify.
No, the motors are really easy to rebuild, and most of the guys spend most of the time in like lower RPMs and all that.
Hi.
Yep. What's up? How was your run?
You're interrupting our recording session.
Oh, we're doing recording.
Want to come in? Why don't you tell them like what bike you like better?
I like both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you think that looks better though?
I
Like
kinda
it's a sex appeal. What's a sex appeal for you?
See, I kind of like this one a little better.
You like
I think
the
that was
2000s?
like too orangey for me. Too much orange.
Too much orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too deep orange.
So speaking, if you're looking for sex appeal, the girls are liking the 2016s a little bit better. I like the bike. It's great. I think I made the right choice. I was going to get a 125, but I didn't. I got a 300, which I can't barely ride, but learning curve to it. Get some tires, skid plate. I'm actually liking the flags. I already went down, and they just folded out of the way, which is really nice. I'm going to cut down the bars, so I think I want to cut down the bars on that.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it's a good time. No, just about August.
And that was our first ride.
First ride of the year.
I felt so bad because I sold my 300 and he had one, but you know hasn't really been riding because
Yeah, riding by yourself sucks.
I haven't been riding. If you're gonna ride, you really want to have a friend. Gonna clean the bikes, put them away, and then I'm headed home. But anyways, you guys enjoy. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon again. Get some more dirt biking, adventure rides. Maybe a truck video. I have no idea. Talk about the Tacoma that we built over the winter time. You guys enjoy. All right. It's good seeing you guys.